Hello everyone, welcome to our channel The Guidance Pro. During this pandemic, we frequently came across doctors suggesting to intake vitamin C to boost up our immunity. So I am here today trying to shed some light on role of vitamin C in boosting immunity. Before entering into the video, please hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon to get the notification of my upcoming videos. To begin with, let's see what is vitamin C is. Vitamin C is also known as L-ascorbic acid. It's a water-soluble vitamin. It's a potential antioxidant, means it neutralizes unstable compounds in your body like free radicals. Vitamin C is unable to synthesize endogenously, so it is an essential dietary component. Vitamin C helps to produce collagen and carnitine by acting as a cofactor for many enzymes. This collagen is found in bones, muscles, skin, tendons, and ligaments, and carnitine helps to generate metabolic energy. Vitamin C helps in iron absorption and gene expression. This vitamin is involved in production of hormones like epinephrine and vasopressin. These hormones are key in how our cardiovascular system responds to infection. By that, they helps to manage blood pressure. It helps in wound healing. Vitamin C is more beneficial for people with acute respiratory infection and pneumonia and reduces severity and duration of common cold. Now let's see the sources of vitamin C. Vitamin C is found naturally in fruits and vegetables, and it also available as a natural dietary supplement in the form of vitamin C pills and vitamin C chewable tablets. Some of the sources are capsicum, grapefruit, orange juice, lemon, guava, Indian gooseberry, kiwi, broccoli, strawberry, sweet potato, tomato, cauliflower, and so on. Raw fruits and vegetables contain higher quantity of vitamin C than boiled, although steaming and microwaving may reduce vitamin C losses. Prolonged storage can also decrease vitamin C levels. Sitting in the sun for 30 minutes daily is also beneficial. As we all know that vitamin C plays a major role in boosting immunity, so now let's understand what this immunity is. Immunity is the ability of an organism to resist a particular infection or toxin by the action of specific antibodies or sensitized white blood cells. Immunity is of three types: innate, adaptive, and passive immunity. Innate immunity. Everyone is born with this immunity. It's a type of general protection, example skin, which acts as a barrier to block germs from entering the body. Adaptive immunity. It develops through our lives. We develop adaptive immunity when we are exposed to diseases or when we are immunized against them with vaccines. Passive immunity. This immunity is borrowed from another source and it lasts for a short time. For example, antibodies in a mother's breast milk give a baby temporary immunity to diseases the mother has been exposed to. Now let's see how vitamin C affects immunity. Vitamin C is involved in many parts of the immune system. Vitamin C helps white blood cells function more effectively while protecting them from damage by potentially harmful molecules such as free radicals. As you can see from this picture, white blood cells can generate a chemical called reactive oxygen species ROS during infection. These ROS is produced by WBC to kill the microbes, and also they kill or damage their own WBC. So vitamin C is an antioxidant, helps to neutralize oxidative damage caused by the ROS to immune cells, thereby increases immunity. On the other hand, neutrophils, the type of leukocytes, these are phagocytes that kill or eat microbes. Neutrophils are first cells to respond to any infection. These neutrophils generate hypochlorous acid, which causes oxidative damage of white blood cells. So vitamin C neutralizes this damage and improves immunity because it has antioxidant property. There are many researchers continuing in this field assessing the potential importance of vitamin C. Hundreds of studies investigating vitamin C and many of which have conflicting results. But it has beneficial result if the person is already deficient of vitamin C. In the year 1970s, Linus Pauling suggested controlled studies on vitamin C could treat or prevent the common cold. Results have been inconsistent, resulting in confusions and controversy. In 2007, Cochrane Review examined placebo-controlled trials involving the use of 200 mg per day of vitamin C. It did not significantly reduce the risk of developing a cold in the general population, but for people who will do extreme exercises like athletes, shown reduction in cold by 50%. Also, there are currently 2 trials are underway specifically investigating the use of vitamin C to treat severe COVID-19 by China and New York City. In China, higher doses of vitamin C is given intravenously for hospitalized COVID patients has shown decreased lung inflammations in severe respiratory illness caused by virus. The FDA's recommended daily value for vitamin C is 90 mg for a healthy individual. For breastfeeding women, 30 mg more per day. For those who smoke, needs to take 35 mg more per day of vitamin C. From this picture, we can see vitamin C consumption for all age groups, and optimal absorption is 500 mg per day. As it is water-soluble vitamin, excess intake of vitamin C is excreted in the urine, but studies shown that this excretion is decreased during infections like cold. Symptoms caused due to vitamin C deficiency are nosebleeds, poor healing of wounds, problems fighting infections, bleeding into joints causing severe joint pains, changes in your bones, tooth loss, weight loss, inflammation of the gums. On the other hand, overdose of vitamin C supplementation also causes stomach upset, diarrhea, kidney stones, headache, insomnia, heartburn, vomiting, abdominal cramps. Now, as we know, vitamin C plays an important role in maintaining proper immune function. Also, it is recommended to get vitamin C from a diet high in fruits and vegetables rather than taking supplements. During this pandemic, most experts suggest taking 200 mg of vitamin C daily for COVID-19 prevention and 1 to 2 grams daily for COVID-19 treatment, and follow healthy lifestyle choices and proven prevention methods. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe and hit the bell icon.